Oh man, let me tell you, it's not easy working out the technical details to send a video log or vlog, whatever they call it, from your home. You don't want to know what I've been through. This is Richard R.J. Eskow, but here I am, and it's actually the resources of video that I want to talk about because boy, do I wish I had the resources and the money of Fox News. I wish I had somebody like Rupert Murdoch willing to lose billions and billions of dollars for propaganda reasons. But I don't. I have a laptop that doesn't run so good, and right now there's a lamp with a single bulb here. But let's talk about Fox News for a second. The whole Keith Olbermann thing has brought Fox News to the surface again. Olbermann gets suspended for making a couple political contributions. My old nemesis, Sean Hannity, hey, he does. You know what I think over at Fox News? You get suspended if you don't contribute to Republican politicians. So they don't do anything over there. We now know from Media Matters that more than 30 so-called news people at that operation have helped Republican candidates in one way or another, contributions or speaking at rallies or whatever, for more than 600 times altogether. But they're a propaganda outfit. That's what we know about them. So yet, despite that, the American people, large numbers of them, still think they're credible. So the question I want to pose to my friends at the Young Turks and my friends listening is, how do we change that? Look, when I was young, you could still see Soviet propaganda. Sometimes. What would happen is that Communist Party members would go around to doctors' offices or other public places and they'd leave off a magazine like Soviet Life. And it looked like Life magazine, which was popular then. There'd be a picture of a pretty woman on a tractor or something like that on the cover. And it would say, Soviet Union has record wheat harvest or something, as if anybody cared. We thought this was pretty funny when we were kids. And, I knew an actress who in the 30s was in a musical put on by the communists, and they were supposed to sing, thank you, Comrade Lenin, thank you, Comrade Stalin, thank you, Comrade Trotsky. And then they get a memo from headquarters, and the memo would say, Trotsky's out. Trotsky's out. So put in Comrade Tito instead, because Tito from Yugoslavia would be in, and Trotsky they were about to kill. Okay, so they do that for a few years, and then they get the memo from party headquarters, Tito's out. Okay, so Fox News is the same. Arlen Specter was their Republican Party comrade Tito, and when he left the party, they turned on him as if they'd never known him or helped him in the past, which of course they had. So, look, you've got a Pravda operation going on, except for the 2 years when they didn't have any government power on the Republican side, so they couldn't be the Republican House organ, and I use the word advisedly. But other than that, they were Pravda, and during those 2 years, they were a disinformation campaign just exactly like the ones the CIA would run in South American countries, where they'd print false stories about the government, and then they'd organize demonstrations that were supposed to be spontaneous from the people, like the Tea Party. I remember one of the South American countries, it was housewives banging pots and pans or frustrated truck drivers. In other words, the Tea Party operations. So these guys were all operating from an old playbook, yet still they have credibility. So my question to you is, can anyone out there at the Young Turks, Cenk, Anna, any of you guys, JR, Jesus, Dave, do you have a solution? Does anyone listening have a solution? If you come up with a good one, I'll let everybody know. Until then, I want to say to Sean Hannity, Tovarish, great job. And to everybody at Fox News, Dos Vidanya, and everyone else listening, thanks for listening.